bit. And I'll switch this to high fidelity. And I think we're good. Alright, I think that's fine. And then let us see what this sounds like. If YouTube just doesn't crash on me. I find my Alright, let's just make sure that everything's playing nice. I think everything's kind of struggle busing. I'm kind of surprised it's not coming through. Interesting. So if I play music now, alright, is that channel really not getting streamed? Huh. Do I have this disabled? Properties, settings. I guess let's set this up to output to audio track 1. Alright, I guess that'll work now. in theory. I guess I'll set this up to output to audio track. Yep, it's working now. Cool. Alright, so we'll just have that playing kind of in the background. So right now, kind of where we're at with this cell project. Yeah, we got mitosis. And with a hotkey, I can apply random modifiers effectively to different cells, which change their behavior. And that's pretty much what I have going on. There's some performance issues with rendering and all of that sort, but we'll kind of live without that because yeah, that starts to lag a lot. So let's see here. The next thing I want to set up is kind of some sort of balance system for this, and right now I'm working on it digesting resources. Because yeah, and I kind of have a mod system set up where it's just a script. It's pretty straightforward. So what we're gonna do is I'll make a new script here. Yeah, we're gonna call this what do you call it? Photosynthesis. There we go. And we're gonna add this to, yeah, we have a master array list here of alright, we gotta add a class name here. We'll just copy this base code out of the base class. And then what we can do here is we go into the states for the cell. And do we have, okay, so this one we're gonna tie into an event. Because right now, the gain ATP event is kind of its own thing. And right now we are pairing that with the tick. But what we can do instead is, you know what, no, we'll leave it as by default cells gain 1. And we'll make this a variable. And then once this mod is added, and of course Godot is just misbehaving. We'll just go ahead and just copy that variable. And there we go. let's actually change the color. This should average the current color with green, yellow. I'll let this go through a few cycles real quick. Oh yeah, those are growing much faster. And we're running at a really fast tick rate, but we're going to slow that down. You know what? I think that's going to add less tick rate. I like that. And we're going to change this to the fill color. I think, if I remember right, we want to also add since we want to, so we're adding just basically, we're just incorporating all the methods for it right now. So basically this just allows us whether or not to generate ATP. And then the fatty cell, I'm going to disable that. And then for, yeah, that's fine. We've kind of killed ourselves. All right. We should set it up eventually to where it's not just random applications. But for now, this is good for just like testing if things work, which they do. Let us set. Let's play this scene. This won't. This does do things. Oh, the mass has 3 cells. All right, yeah. Let's switch this over to just 1 cell in the center. Actually, I can just have. When this is ready, just create a new cell. Yep, and we just start off with 1 cell. There we go. So now the mass controls it entirely. So next, DNA ATP consume cost equals 0.0. Because how we're going to have it is the more complex cells are, the more ATP they consume. So we're going to set up a system like that. I'm just trying to think of what the best way I want to do this is. Because right now these are rapidly gaining their own ATP. I'm gonna need some sort of like cell-wide resource for getting cards. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. We can worry about that later. For now, let's create a. So these are all the cell things. Alright, so it's solvent, the renderer, the cell itself. We have a camera controller, separate mass state, and solvent. And then here we can ignore those cards. That's from like an old variant of this, which I have to clean up here in a minute. But let's see. So I have a cell here. We're gonna also want to spawn a resource around it. So let's open up a spray here. So we're gonna pull up a sprite after we update it, which totally won't break a mod I made for it. What do enzymes look like? That's my main question here. I guess how they're represented. Cute. It's kind of like just generic shapes. So we're gonna represent these. So I want this to kind of have like a cute look to it. There we go. Now let's give this like a pink tip on the end. There we go. I wonder if this will work. Oh, it does. Look at that. So we're going to create a new scene here. just got a new script here. And then what we'll also have is a dictionary of which we'll set this up as no 2Ds as placeholders. We'll just set this to spawn by default. Cool. And then we can create, let's see here. Yeah, let's create a new scene. Where's that change type here? And then we can save resources by making it not really collide with anything. So we'll just set that something cute. And then we'll create a script, enzyme.gd, no default. Make this how to do this. All right, it's not equals. Food digest. We're gonna do. Do that? Does that work? Yeah, it looks like it. we'll just set this up now, for now. And then we're actually, one thing somebody suggested I do is we create a new scene. We're gonna call this doesn't have to extend node. And this is just gonna be our enums scene. And then we go to project settings and we can set this up as is this? Auto load, there we go. There we go. So now if we run this, oh. I guess we can, yeah, just leave it extending node, even though we can remove that. If we go to enzyme spawn, no, if we go to enzyme. There we go, that works. So we just now have that as a global thing. We don't have to worry about referencing it or anything like that. It should just, yep, auto load. Oh, let's just do, yeah, there we go. And then for this, let's see here. Yeah, we don't need a physics material in there. All right, cool, that's done. And then we'll have a child count is less than max count. And then we will actually, we'll just preload a base enzyme for now. Oh, alarm went off. Let's take our enzyme TCN. And we have to export that. Then, all right, so we're gonna want to spawn these just outside that radius. And then we're gonna just create a position which equals, we're gonna want a random angle. And we'll do this from 0 to tau. Right, random float 0 to 1, right? Yep. So I'll just give us a random angle. Bam, easy. So that's set. I guess I could have just done a random float from 0 to tau, but yeah, close enough. And then what we'll do is we'll multiply that by mass dot main mass dot cent. I act like I know where anything is on that. Yeah, that's center. Or not center. What am I doing here? Main mass radius. And then what we can do here is mass test world. We can throw this enzyme spawner in here. Sign that, and let's just see how much everything breaks. Nothing. Because I didn't add the scene. Nope. That works. You know what, let's run that, and then let's wait for that to expand a bit. We'll pause. That's not what I want to do. Alright, I don't think that's gonna let us, so let's we gotta set up delay anyways. So does that work? Yeah. figure it doesn't. So we'll do that, and then frame mod frame delay equals 0. Then we'll go from there. Now we just have a quick, easy delay. Alright, these keep spawning in the same spot. So, did we ever associate mass? We did. We're not getting any weird errors. No? Okay. Are these values even assigned? Well, it's doing something. Yeah, okay, that's also in radians. Why are they just spawning there? Why are they just spawning on the right? Let's just multiply this by 10 and see kind of where it gets thrown. Yeah, there's still... What? Oh. Oh yeah, it should be just... Oh, I bet you. I feel like that's just the type of bug I'd get. Yep, there we go. Then we're going to multiply this by random range from 1.0 to 2.0. And then, let's see here. Because I'm going to want them to like kind of use it as a main resource. So we'll go ahead and go to the cell here and go to that main state. We're going to bring tick gen just straight down to 0. Alright, let's set the default ATP to 10. And we're gonna want this. What's your radius? It's like 28. Let's set you to a cool 24. And then we'll go to the enzyme spawner. 24 units in this direction. So let's see here. I guess we'll just add 48 and then multiply that out. That should just keep things away from being right on top of this. Should. Let's make this plus 100 then. There we go. It's keeping it kind of directly away from the cell. This is my first time using inits here, but if we do, I think it's does that work? Alright, so we're gonna delete that. And we're gonna do this a different way, because this side of things set up. Not worrying about that right now. So we'll go ahead and do e dot. And it'll probably work. Yep, and we'll name this one food. If we start this up, oh well, if we don't get unlucky, oh, there we go. Got the plan now. Eventually, this should just mitosis. Eventually, it's not colliding with any. Oh, now it's colliding. Alright, well that's working for now. So we're going to want to add a digest cycle to this. we'll set up another function. And these are probably going to eventually have to be their own parts here, but all right. And then what we'll have to do is for the enzyme, this collision's shape. This rigid body. If I remember right, Godot collisions are, let's see here. Layer versus mask. Excuse me. Oof. Right, the layers property it's found on, and then collision mask is what it collides with. So this, we'll set it to layer 9, and it collides with 1 and 9, and 1 being those cells. Well, I guess it'll also collide on layer 9. And then what we can do here is on the cell, on the state, we're going to go to what do I call it? MB detector. Equals get parents dot nb detector dots shape dot radius. It's gonna be fun. And then we'll go ahead and set this to equal size times 2. And then I can set the collision masks on here. And then how do we set this? I don't think it's a 9 because it's a flag, right? Set collision layer bit. I want to toggle a particular layer. If we can set the names. Yeah, this is what I wanted. And then we're going to want to set 1 to false. And then we'll do a dot force shapecast update. And then we will, there we go. We'll get the bodies and then we'll go ahead and reset these. Nope. Let's get back. Thank you. And then actually, just so we don't break things, we'll just return. That way, if it's being actively used when this gets started, it just doesn't break everything. Because that is very easy to do when you start BSing like this, to be quite frank. Okay, so we force the update. I did this earlier. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you're right. Oh, wait. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. And my range is what I wanted. 0 to that. And actually, we're going to want this force update to be before that. Tab these all over. Wait, this is what I wanted to do. Yeah, I'm dumb. This is exactly. Hey, how you doing, Neil? I'm being dumb here. I didn't want to do any of this. Not to mention, it's really bad design. That's right. I wanted to emit digestive enzymes. Anyways, good morning, Neil. Nice to see you. If you're in here just now, making a little cell thing. There's not much going on in chat right now, so it's nice to see somebody come around. 1 second here. Let's see if I can get this. Nope, I broke it. There's my alarm going off again. I hope you're having a good day. Let's see. Yep, there we go. So just so you get a little update of where my little game here is going. Basically, we have cells. They're kind of doing their own thing right now, but eventually I have like some sort of roguelike going on. And then once this thing gets big enough, we will see the almighty. Come on, do it. Hold on, I promise this is something cool. Mitosis. That's it. It just does mitosis. That's all the cells do. This one technically has chloroplasts in it. That's my excuse for it to grow on its own. But it's kind of fun. Yeah, that's where we're at. And then I just have a couple random different cards, quote unquote. Different whatchamacallit, things. I'm making a game, some sort of roguelike. I'm not sure exactly what's gonna come of it, but right now it's just a bunch of cells that kind of just do their own thing. It is kind of fun to watch. In fact, I really like just watching them. I don't know why. But it's fun just seeing it like kind of grow on its own. But, yeah, eventually I'm going to definitely be nerfing that growth rate. So that's what I'm working on right now. We're going to have these cells set up to digest. And then we're going to want the default ABT gen to be like, we'll set it up to 0.01. So it's super slow. Yep. Alright, that might be a little too slow. Where are we at here? We'll just set it up to 0.1. Maybe for that first cell. I don't know. We'll have to see how to eventually have them do their own thing. But yeah, there we go. So let's just do something. Well, we figure out this digestion. So do digest. Alright. So we're gonna want to reference the enzyme script itself. Right? Or like, is there a, is that a unique path? No. I guess I could just take the soup. Yeah, sure thing. Is it on your channel? Are you in like the Discord group for Godot? Let's see here. I guess, yeah, we could just manually set the type. So let's preload the... I guess I can also make this a constant. There's no reason why it shouldn't be. Can I, yeah. Yeah, nothing stops us from doing constant preload, so we're going to do that for the state here as well. And then, oh, can we just directly call enzymes from here? Oh, never mind. That's actually the exact same name. Never mind. We're going to do enzyme preload. But yeah, Neil, what's your game about? Yeah, I asked you what your game's about. No, you're good. Let me know if the music's too loud. Let's see here. Yeah. No, we're just gonna copy this because it's easier. I think it was like Control-7 or... Oh, what was it again? Yeah, we'll just manually attach these out because I'm lazy. Oh, ignore that noise. A first-person horror game. Spooky ghosts. Is it on itch.io? Okay, what's it called? Pac-Man's Revenge. Classic name. Don't click it. Okay. Alright, well, I'll take a look at it here in a minute. I want to get this digestion part working because we want these cells digesting. Oh, weird. What'd you use to compile it? Okay, so you just didn't sign it. That makes sense. And I'll have to create an actual object for this. Do we have a body exited? I think that's what I want. Input event, mouse entered, draw. Visibility changed. Not sure which signal we want. I think tree exiting is what we want here. Yeah, so we'll do that. And we'll connect that with and then what we'll do here is enzymes dot find what, find e, and enzymes dot remove at. And this will just clean up our function once we're done. That way, we got a bit of cleanup here, so then we don't have to worry about managing that array. Oh, and then when we do that, we also want to. Actually, no, it's fine. That manages everything else for us. Well, no. We can actually manage this. So we'll actually rename this to enzyme digested. Whoops. So if we set it up like that, what we can do is we can grant the digestion yield. There we go. So now we can set it up so the enzymes do all the work for us. Ideally. I mean, we'll see. Because then that way they can be on their own collision layer and we don't have to worry about them messing up with the cells. So, do we already have this? So in theory, I think this should just start spanning out. From nil to callable. Alright, bet. Alright, I'll see you back when you're done. Sounds hype. Why am I being dumb here? Invalid type function on connect on base signal. Have I not been doing this whole time? I have been. Oh, I guess I can't. Let's see here. Invalid call to function connect on base signal expected 2 arguments. Why am I being dumb? Where's signal? I guess we can just open up the docs and then just find what I'm being dumb about. Callable flags. Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, that makes sense. So our callable self dot ends digested, and then we're going to send new ends. All right, fine. We'll just send a 0. Oh, well, it definitely spawned 20. So can I actually just pass new ends to that? Yeah, bet I'll check it out when once I'm done here, kind of working with this. I'm gonna take a look on Edge where I just feel like I'm being kind of dumb here, which I most definitely am. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just assign creator. There. Better term for it. And then we're putting an implied, what's it called? Enzyme digested. There we go. That fixes it. And then we'll set up logic if opposite types attract violently. All right, so we close enzymes for now. Spawner's fine for now. So we can actually set up the enzymes now. So like we can set up the enzyme rigid body here, so it only interacts with layer 9s now, because it's not going to interact with the cells directly. Then we'll need like an enzymes layer, just so like they'll interact with each other and they find their closest opposite and just get attracted to each other. That way everything gets digested, ideally. Whew. It is 9 a.m. I am wiped. Well, I appreciate you swinging by, Neil. bet. Do I still have my BRB screen on? I don't. That should fix that error. Yeah, it did. Cool. Because we checked for this function before we checked for this one. So because this one fails, the double and function will prevent or will just stop right there. I wonder if single ampersand? No, that is. That's not a thing. But this doesn't work like that in Godot. In some languages, if you use just one, it'll check both sides regardless. Well, let's see here. What's our tree look like right now? There we go. So that's set. And then, let's see. So we set all of ya boys' enzymes. happens because that doesn't exist. We gotta go here. What? There we go. I don't know what owned had to do with that, but it did. Alright, so that's done. And then we'll have to set up a digest delay, because right now digest is being called every tick. We're going to want that on its own separate timer. Because what we can do is we can set, we'll set it up differently. For now, just make sure things are behaving. Let's see here. Because yeah, it does shrink, right? As it's spawning, it is. Because that's kind of going to be the role of the digestive ones, is they'll like kind of sacrifice their energy to get more energy. I'm honestly debating having that ATP just go to a random spot, but we'll see how we set that up. Because we'll have to set up some sort of like transport systems between the cells, and we might not want them just kind of dumping like that. Because if we have all the ATP dumped, then the fat cells will have zero purpose. We'll see. Attention's kind of awkward when everything just like that. Wait. Why does it just keep growing? Oh, is that what the... what's it called? Right, yeah, that just... this just changes the max one up higher. That's fine. So let's see here. Enzyme. Well, I guess what we can do is we can just iterate, because you know we will have to do a shape cast, but what we can do is for now is wait, can I just see? I can't get siblings. Excuse me. you know what? We should have a temporary. So it'll be random sibling. We'll continue. So we just don't have to worry about that. If a dot type does not equal self dot type, we'll just do that check first because it's faster. Then closest enzyme equals E. I think we're good on that front. Force is going to be we're going to do temp equals E, and then you know what, I'm not allowed to have that can there. Closest enzyme equals temp. We'll wrap this all. If is valid, is instance valid, closest enzyme. We'll do if that is not valid. We'll run all this. So that way we'll just pick, otherwise, yeah. Well, let's say, or if he is self, not E, sorry, the closest enzyme. That way if we just get that bug, we can just circumvent that before it's a problem. So we're good on that. And there we go. And if we do, sorry. I guess we'll run physics process delta and self dot collider. I don't know if that'll work. You know, we'll just run it as close as enzyme. So we'll run if this Q free. All right, what could possibly go wrong? Everything. is less than oh, that's why. We'll leave that there. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, yeah, well, in a sec, bud. Just trying to get this finished working out. Yeah, this isn't spawning anymore. Oh, 5,000 errors would be a problem. Jeez. Alright, what do we break? Contact monitor is null. Alright. Yeah, I'll be trying to stream every night, so, you know, we'll be here. Should I figure out how I broke this? Contact monitor is null. This is on enzyme. Enzyme has a collision shape. It's weird that we're having that issue. Collision save 2D. You're not local to scene. Yeah, I know what I did. I gotta get back to that error because I'm so lazy to find it. There we go. No, that's not the error. There is on enzyme because I forgot a period here because that made it invalid. All right. That's kind of what happens in the cell. Kind of. What's going on here? Content monitor is a null. Contact monitor was off. Alright, let's see if this works now. I guess I shouldn't force. Well, no, that still runs. So if there is no instance valid, we go through this, or if it's self. You're gonna start deleting? It's not deleting. We're gonna start screaming help. Well, if you guys would collide. And we're not screaming help. Why is that? We are clearly colliding. All of you guys are set to neutral. You shouldn't be. We have food, we have digest. Alright, you're type 2 diabetes. Wait, what? What? So, I'm trying to set up these, what I'm calling enzymes, these things. When they collide with other types that aren't the same type as them, they neutralize each other and then thus give ourselves sustenance. And right now the type property is not setting on the enzyme. So we're running this type as an enumerator, and for some reason it's not only yeah, it's weird. So the actual type on the enzyme is remaining neutral instead of switching to food or digest. But for whatever reason, the member type is changing however it feels like. And I don't know why that's happening. This is like the last thing I need, and then we're good. And then also is creator is null on all of these too, and it shouldn't be. So here in the cell, not the cell, in the state, we're just gonna run that first and see if that changes anything. Because I know sometimes Godot is weird if things are in the tree. Nope, creator still remains null. This is fun. Wait. Oh. That's probably it. Right. It's probably not it. It was not it. Well, it would help if I saved the enzyme scene. Then we ran it. Well, it seems like it's behaving a little bit differently. Nope. It's still the same. Why? Yeah, this has been my experience with Godot in a nutshell. Just, I don't know why this isn't supposed to work. That's all good. Is this local to scene? Is that a problem? Let's make this local to scene as well, in case, for whatever reason, Godot decides that's its issue. Nope, still hasn't fixed it. And it's weird because, like, okay, yeah, the closest enzyme is working. Creator's thing is null, and it shouldn't. Let's see if we can figure that out here. Let's make sure all these are... Again, I don't know. I just don't like it when things aren't set to local by default. Wait, did I just see one get annihilated? I didn't. I was what we call coping. Wait, there's only 20 here. I'm sure there's a reason for that. Wait, do we have the colliders set properly? We might not have the colliders set. No, they're set. They're set to 9.9. Yeah. We're not getting weird errors either. Yeah, what am I trying to do? Be competent. I'm wondering why this isn't behaving. I feel like I'm just blatantly missing something. Oh. Oh, we had a cell divide itself. That's fine. That's fine. What isn't fine is my mental sanity. Oh, this is referencing my own tree. I'm pretty sure that's a problem. I think scene tree is what we want. No, these are groups. Well, I guess this is under the... This is kind of cringe. But it'll work for now. It's beyond cringe. Oh. What? Eh. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ignore this for now. I'll deal with this at a later time for now. Let's see here. What did you say your game is called? You said it was called Pac-Man's Revenge. Let's take a look at that. I'm only gonna take a look though if you sub. I'm just messing around. You said it's called Pac-Man's Revenge? What, Blinky's Revenge? Or am I just completely blind? What is going on here? Neil, which one did you say it was? ninebirdsoft@gmail.com. There's no... Oh, you're right. What the fuck is going on here? Sus. Search Neil Dev. Alright. Who would have thought there's a bunch of Pac-Man issues? You don't have anything published. Oh, because you have it on Google Drive. Ah, bro, as much as I'm sure it's fine, I don't want to download something off Google Drive. It would be mighty sus of me to download something off of Google Drive just to play. You gotta get that login for itch and just post it on there. What'd you make it on? Like what engine? Also, that is cursed beyond words. I'm not gonna download off Google Drive, you know. Look, Neil, I'll be on here again. I'm gonna head off, but for Pac-Man's Revenge, get that on itch. Just get your login. Yeah, I'm not gonna download off Google Drive. You'd never know what's on Google Drive. You know, we just met each other, Neil. You know, I don't wanna just download a random file and nuke my computer, because you never know. So if you can get at least published on itch or like pushed onto there, you should be fine. And I think that's a safer way to go. Oh, jeez, I am exhausted. You can figure it out. It's probably on one of your emails. Well, I mean, you were able to post it on there in the first place, so maybe you're gonna have to make a second itch.io account. I'm just saying, I'm not gonna download a random Google Drive link. If I had like a virtual machine running, or several, that wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I'm not running one right now, and I really couldn't be bothered to set one up. Well, that's pretty important to get figured out. So you might want to do that. Well, I'm gonna head to bed. You have a wonderful day. Come back next time, and we will get you. We'll play your game if you can get it on itch. Because I will love to do a day of just playing people's games. Because on the Godot Discord, a lot of people have really fun games to play on there, and it's really cool seeing what people can develop. And I'm sure Pac-Man's Revenge has every bit of it in there, but I'm not going to download off Google Drive. Just, you know, that's like an extra layer of sus over just downloading a random game off the internet in the first place. So for now, have a wonderful night. Or day. Depends.